matches have a lot of sport-specific movement by its definition. And so those are the types of movements and the things that strain the ACL, that degrade the ACL. And so when you have a lot of those matches and not a lot of trainings, you're doing more damaging than the type of work, and work is a literal word that I want remembered. It's about work. Work equals adaptation. That leads to injuries. But one of the curious things that I find is that we're so obsessed with women's, in theory, higher ACL injury rate that we don't even think about things like this. We accept it as true. But one of the failures of a lot of this research, particularly when they happen to, for whatever reason, I don't know, compare men and women for their ACL injury rates, is they fail to do a fundamental normalization procedure. And that normalization procedure is to make sure that the athlete exposure is normalized for the number of trainings and matches. Because the injury risk for all humans on this planet is higher in matches than it is in trainings. So if you actually play a higher ratio of matches to training, you're disproportionately assuming that their injury risk is higher when it's actually they've just got exposure to higher risk events. And it is true that particularly over the lifetime of the career, but even at the elite levels, women tend to have a higher match to training ratio, whereas men have higher numbers of trainings relative to match. The reasons for that? Sometimes just misogyny, sometimes financial, sometimes lots of things, historical things. But it's not only true at the top level, though less, but it is exorbitantly true in the years through puberty and through youth and transitioning to the elite. The moment when hopefully we could be doing the types of trainings that do work that build tissues instead of doing the matches, which is the types of movements that degrade tissues.